What is going on, guys? It's your boy back here for another banger video. So, in today's video, I want to talk about, you know, I want to talk about tomorrow. You know, the roadmap on the Love and Legends roadmap, as you know, end tomorrow. So I don't know what's gonna happen. But we're gonna go to Classified Canyon to get some story info, get us started on this topic. If you've not been following around, the seven are have slowly been coming back one by one. It was the order at the start of the season. Now we have the visitor, but tomorrow we will potentially see the foundation coming back. So we're gonna investigate that really quickly, and we'll get into that as soon as possible. But the rocket, as you could see, it landed, I think it was on Friday. I think the rocket landed. Funny enough, it happened pretty quickly. No one really got to experience the live event. But it was a mini event, and it was where the visitor, launched his rocket, and it landed on the map, and it landed here. Now he's got some dialogue with us. The reason I am the Imagine of all skins is because I want to see if this dialogue is going to be any different. So Jones, he's our main ally. Sometimes I hate being right. That Dark Voyager is bad news. Vengeance. I took a vengeance after my buddy Keely got banana napped. It goes a little deeper than that. While go facing a more evil. So I didn't fight to save everything, and I mean everything I ran. I thought I was there, lost my chance. But I can feel it on the wind. Maybe I'll get a second shot of vengeance I deserve. So that's not really story related, so stuff like this. Where we use these collected zero shards for a purpose. I don't think it's for happiness and world peace. Keep your eyes peeled and hold tight and don't move on. Can't take him in a fair fight, not yet. So that's what he says. He's clearly concerned about, this Dark Voyager guy, the main villain, and he knows that he works for, the last reality, and he knows, like, he works for the last reality. He's very dangerous. So let's see what she says. Let's see what the visitor said. But the Dark Voyager must be stopped. Would you like to know? The Dark Voyager have pursued it relentlessly for a very long time. As if reality after reality is weak, burnt to stardust. I do not know what we have to do to defeat them, but I do not relish it. So now I'm going to ask him about the 0 point. Even the 7 do not understand its nature or its power. Even one shard it can unleash miracles or devastation. Oh, I do not know what horrors a Dark Voyager could wreak, but I would not prefer to see it firsthand. I've come a long way. Okay. So as you can see, he's obviously fought in, he's faced this Dark Voyager guy. But that's not what I'm here to talk about, right? That's just for starters. But I'm here to really talk about, on the on the Love and Legends roadmap, Monday is pinned, and it has the singles the Sevens logo just on there, right? And that's interesting. Is someone gonna come back? People are theorizing that the Foundation could come back on that day. Let's listen to this audio log.
Mission log. I was scanning the aftermath of the battle
This is
for
at the
Reality
start of the
783
season, guys.
when I picked up a distress signal sent
You
by
guys don't know.
Agent Jones. It's been a while. He and I have a lot to catch up on. Whatever's going on, odds are the 0 point is involved. Initial scans show this place has an intense concentration of 0 point energies. I'll need more info to make a complete assessment.
And now let's listen to this audio log. This is when the visitor lands and the order reunites.
Timestamp rocket arrival. Visitor, you're different. I remember you being taller.
Fascinating. You are not the order I expected to meet when I picked up your distress call. We originate from different realities. Perhaps even divergent timelines.
When the 0 point's involved, nothing's easy to explain. We face a common enemy. My friends and I could really use your help.
No matter where or when we come from, the Seven stand together. Tell me what you need me to do.
We've got a base of operations set up nearby. I'll give you a briefing there. And visitor, it's good to see you again. Even if it's for the first time.
And so that was the start of, actually that was when they reunited, so the order, let's see if she has some different dialogue for her sister, the Imagine. Look, they're wearing very similar suits. Let's see. Can I trust you? What do you need to know? 7. You're scattered, some of us lost. I have to believe that more of us will stand. Defeat the Dark Voyager, we will need all we can get. Can I trust you? Okay, that wasn't. Alright, a 0 point. I still can't believe the 0 point shattered to pieces. Perhaps it was safer in that form, at least until now. Full power in anyone's hand would be disastrous. You have to protect it. So yeah, she knows about the 0 point, it could be disastrous. The visitor on this island is from some other reality or time than the one that I knew. The visitor is strange, focused, wrathful. He has chased the Dark Voyager across space and seen terrible things. That change anyone to try to remember that. So, like this is the first time they have met, and I've said this in previous videos. Now, let's get to why you're here. You click on this video to watch me, announce what's going on, what's gonna happen tomorrow, and I'm about to tell you that right now. So basically, tomorrow, or if you guys haven't looked at the Love and Letters that you should definitely take a look at it right now. And you can see that tomorrow is in. Well, why is that? And it's been with like the 7 tomorrow, right? And I just thought, that's interesting. I dig in a little more. And people are saying that and theorizing that the Foundation could come back tomorrow, and I think it's a great theory. And leakers have revealed that weapons belonging to the 7 are set to return tomorrow. And a lot of people have been saying that the Ice King is actually working with the Dark Voyager, because he has one of the shards. If you guys haven't seen the teasers, go check them now. But he has, I think they are working together because he has one of the shards. And basically what's going to happen is the Dark Voyager is going to, instead of collecting these shards manually, the shards are located in a faraway place, another reality. So he's going to pull those realities into ours instead of going to them. So he's going to pull them here. And, he's been doing that with the 0 point shards that are on the map right now in the center. He's using them to rebuild it. And so basically what he does is he uses a beam from his cube cradle and he shoots at them, right? With all this energy, and they expand, They expand to these realities and he shows them where they are, and he's gonna bring these realities towards us. And that's how, Season 2's island is gonna piece together, with the 0 shards. The 0 shards are gonna be located at these locations. So the locations covered will be near Klossy Law, just won't be like the Ice King's lair, Like if you guys haven't seen his lair before, you should definitely go see. But, his lair will be like going over there. And, like they will keep doing that. So, and a part of the map is going to be covered over here. I'm excited to see what that will look like. And the POI will replace Bumpy Bay, will not be a POI on the map as Season 2 comes around. So I'm excited to see what this map will look like. And it's great that Fortnite keep updating us, you know, on the storyline, how it's going, you know. So yeah, great. So yeah, you know, I thought that was interesting. So yeah, I feel like that's all I have for today. You know, what's gonna happen in the future. So yeah. I mean, that's all we have for today, to be honest, because that's really what I wanted to dig into, you know, and inform you on. But yeah, Foundation is probably like, I'll give you a little recap of the faith of the seven. Alright, so let's start with, you know, let's start with the skin wearing. The Imagine. Okay, so the Imagine is confirmed dead, unfortunately. She died after she threw her father Dano into the 0 point back in chapter 3. You know, because they were actually in the war, the Seven and the Imagine Order. They were in a war, and the Imagine is the Order's sister, and Geno is her father, the leader of the Imagine Order. You know? And yeah, that's that. So, the fate of the Order. Now, the Order, this one's pretty simple. She's on the map and she's helping us. She's fine. So, nothing crazy to say on that topic. So, yeah, the Order's fine. That's all I gotta say for it. The Origin. Now, the Origin is an interesting one. This one's an interesting one because nobody has mentioned the Origin. Like, it's crazy. I haven't seen him anywhere. Nobody has seen where he's gone. But my guess is that he is corrupted by the last reality, and he couldn't escape, and he's sitting in the last reality's lair, maybe even in the cube cradle. That'd be like a twist. That'd be insane. But as of right now, I'm not too sure about the fate of the Order. Now let's move on. Let's move on and let's go to the Paradigm, another character that I have not heard of in a very long time. Now, the Paradigm was last seen in chapter 4. She wasn't captured by the last reality. She was actually the last one standing for when the last reality cloned the Seven. So, and the Origin was actually one of them to be cloned. So, there's that. So, the Paradigm is, well, after chapter 4, some people are theorizing that she died, but I don't think that's what happened. I think that she just got encased in the 0 point, and when the 0 point exploded in the Big Bang event, she just went across to another reality, and since then she's been trapped in that reality and finding a way to get out. Maybe she'll appear in season 2, but I don't really know. Alright, moving on. The Visitor. This one's also pretty simple. He's on the map. And he's fine. He had just came back. But this fact is kind of interesting. Look, the Visitor he hasn't experienced the downfall of the Seven. By downfall, I mean, like, when the Seven got cloned. He hasn't experienced that yet. Because he spun up differently. Yeah. So I just thought that was interesting. So he doesn't know what like happened to him. And yeah, I just thought that was interesting. So yeah, that's really all I have to say. And that's all I have for you today. But let's go on to the other members actually. Before we wrap things up here. Alright, so let's continue with the faith of who did I pick? The scientist. He's an interesting one. So the scientist was chromed back in chapter 3. You know, we ended the chapter. It was he was chromed and we don't know where he is. So the Amy, the robot who was helping us in chapter 4, she built herself because she wasn't a physical body. She built a body for herself, and she started, exploring and seeing the fate of the scientist. And he was being corrupted by the last reality, and they changed him. Here's my theory: when season X comes out in OG, we will get a remix of the scientist, and that will be the version that will be coming to the map in Battle Royale, maybe in Season 3 or Season 2. Not really sure. But that one's an interesting one. The Foundation. Foundation is honestly set to return tomorrow. I'm saying it. I'm confident that he is ready to return tomorrow, make a big comeback. And yeah, I'm fully for it. And that is a wrap for the video. Thank you so much for watching. And please like and subscribe, please. Really help me out a lot. Thank you so much for making it to the end. Have a good day.